Hello, my name is Megan, and I was wondering, why do we feel creeped out by things? What makes things creepy or scary? It's it makes sense to be afraid of things such as a hungry shark or an armed robber because the danger is clear. There's a threat. But what happens when we see something that has no clear threat? Say, for instance, a teddy bear with a full set of human teeth. There's nothing dangerous about it, but it gives us an eerie feeling, a kind of creeped out feeling. There's always something creepy when something is just slightly off. It could be totally normal, but just something a little bit different. Like a realistic Homer or a very distorted Mickey Mouse. These things are creepy to us because our brain doesn't understand the difference between safety and danger. So it kind of gets jumbled up and doesn't really know what to do with itself. Ugh. Stephen King had a very interesting description of what makes things creepy. He had three types of horror or scary things, and he would be the one to know. He had the gross out type of scary, which is more along the lines of zombies, guts, pus, disease, things that are gross and freak us out because we don't want to see that happen to other human beings subconsciously. The second is horror. Horror is more of like Mike Myers, who would chase people down and kill them, or some kind of hunter seeking its prey. The horror of being caught or being killed is another type of scary. The third is terror. Now, terror is different than horror. Terror, as Stephen King said in an interview, is like coming home and finding all of your furniture replaced with an exact replica. It's not a danger, it's just eerie and creepy. Terror is more of feeling like someone is watching you and then turning around and there's no one there. Or thinking that you're alone and then turning around and finding something in the shadows. Another big thing on creepiness is masks. Why we find certain masks creepy. A study was shown that it hides a person's intentions or feelings and gives that kind of wall or barrier. So we find it creepy that we don't fully understand that person. And it kind of gives us the chills. Will you die in 7 days if you stare at this photo of the eyeless Jack, a popular creepypasta meme? No, you wouldn't. But it creeps people out. The thought that maybe, for some paranormal or terrifying reason, looking at this can kill you, kinda scares people. Our brains don't really understand the threat, but we know we're not in an immediate danger. So that's what makes things creepy. It's the uncanny valley or the fine line between danger and safety. Excuse me. We recognize things as safe and we recognize things as dangerous, and there is a middle ground where we find things creepy that we don't understand, nor do we want to. Another good example of this feeling is the high place phenomena. Say you're standing on a ledge, very, very high up, and you look down, and you suddenly feel the urge that someone is pushing you or you want to jump. You know there's no one there, but you still feel the push or the call of the void. This is the same grounds as creepiness. And it does the same thing to the brain. Our brains know that we're not being pushed, but yet we still feel like that. Our motor skills don't really understand it too well. Creepiness kind of is the vagueness of life. We don't really like things that are vague. We like things that are clear and to the point when it comes to survival. And when we don't understand why something is the way it is, it tends to scare us in a way we don't get it. Here are a few good articles and good reads on the study of creepiness, even though it's not very well studied, and it's still a process for us. So, thank you for watching. As much information as I could get on creepiness, but I guess there's still more in the great beyond to learn about scary things that go bump in the night. Thank you so much.